Can somebody tell me what a polygon is? Besides a dead parrot. Polygon. Thank you. I'm here all week. Don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress. Anybody? Can somebody give me an example of a polygon? Or how to draw one? Yes. Okay. So that's the polygon. Can somebody give me another example?
Oh, I got you. Well, I don't have an example, but I think I know what you're mean.
All right, go ahead.
Like four sides or maybe.
Okay.
People like some.
Could it have another number of sides besides 4?
Wait, this is a question. Is it soft?
Yes. That's a polygon. They don't have to be. So for example, okay. Is that a polygon? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Yes, you're right. But a polygon,
Right.
so we saw one that has 4 sides, 8 sides, 3 sides. We could have 5 sides, 6 sides. What's the lowest number of sides we could have to make a polygon? 3. Because if there's 2, okay, so you're almost at the definition. It's a shape made up of 3 or more sides, but I'm missing one word before shape.
Connected.
Connect, oh, you're on the right track.
Enclosed.
I heard it. Closed, enclosed. Perfect. Okay, so it is a closed shape made up of 3 or more sides. Well done. Yeah, so for example, that's not a polygon. It's got sides, it's got more than 2, but it's not closed. Okay. How do you find the perimeter of any polygon, no matter how many sides there are? You sure? Or you think, is that something else? That's something else we're going to talk about. Students will often confuse perimeter and area. Add up all the sides. The perimeter of a polygon is the sum of all the sides. Okay. So if there's 4 sides, you find that you get the lengths, you add all 4 lengths together. If there's 8 sides, you do the 8 lengths together. There are certain formulas we can use for perimeter depending on the shape. Okay. So what if I gave you a square and I told you that this side I'm going to call S? What can you tell me about the other 3 sides? Remember, it's a square, Ava.
On the other, like it's like the other, like 2 things, because it didn't say. Wait, I feel like it's already. Is it the same length for all the sides?
Yes, perfect, yes. S plus S plus S plus S. But, and this is something we're gonna do when we talk about algebra, the quickest way to do it would be 4 times S. Take one of the sides times by 4, because there's 4 of them. For a rectangle, usually the dimensions in a rectangle we call length and width. Sometimes we use base and height, and that's fine too. How would you find this? Tell me.
Length plus width. Length plus width plus length plus width.
Right. And we can shorten that down a little bit. How many L's am I adding?
2
So I can say 2 L's. How many W's?
plus 2.
Plus 2W. Good. So that's perimeter. What's the area of a polygon? Now, by that, I mean, can you give me a definition? Because, yeah, it's great if you know how to find the area of different polygons, but do you know what it means? Like, I mean, it's kind of nice in math that when you find something, you actually know what you're finding. Rather than just, okay, somebody told me to do this, so now I'm going to do this. Kendra?
The area of like the shape,
Kind of like the inside of it, basically.
Exactly. The amount of space inside a polygon. And how do we do that? Well, we find the number of squares we could fit into a polygon. That's why when we do area, it's always square units. Like when we do perimeter, it's just units. It's just length. So you're at like, so if I asked you, if I said a triangle had sides of 4, 5, and 6, you'd go 4 plus 5 plus 6 is equal to 15, and then whatever units, centimeters, inches. But if I asked you to find the area of something, your final answer would be centimeters squared, or inches squared, or meters squared, whatever the units are. Now, there are certain polygons that you should know the area of. And these are sort of the big 3. So again, I've given you a square, and I've told you that the length of one of the sides is S. I've also given notches for all 4 sides. That means they're all the same. We talked about, to find the perimeter, we do S plus S plus S plus S, or 4S. But how do you find area?
F times width.
Length times width, but in a square, they're the same, aren't they? So it'd be S times S. What's an easier way to say S times itself? Which we'll talk about a little bit later in the course. Exponents. This one you're probably the most familiar with. Area of a rectangle, length times width. So L times W, but we don't have to write the times symbol. We can just put LW. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Oftentimes the other names we give are based on height. That's for sure that works. And finally, the area of a triangle. For triangle, we don't really use the words length and width. We talk about the bottom called the base, and we talk about the vertical height called h.
Base times height divided by feet.
Base times height divided by feet. And we'll write it like that. Okay, whenever we multiply letters together, we don't need a times symbol between them. We can just put them beside each other, and it means multiplication. We'll see that more. Okay, so just a few examples. Got a rectangle, you're given the length and width, you're asked to find the area and the perimeter. How would you find the area? Kendrick?
4 times, length times height. 4 times 11 base.
Okay. Sounds good. Or 11 times 4, doesn't matter which way. Depends on how the rectangle's sitting. So what's our final answer? Remembering proper units.
44 centimeters squared.
Right. I always just, that's nothing mathematical. I always just put that where the final answer is. It's just a habit of mine. Like some students, they put boxes around the final answer. That's what I just do. How about perimeter? What would we do? A couple of ways you could say it. Eva?
Is it like 2 like plus 2 width?
Okay, so 2 times 11 plus 2 times 4 for sure. Absolutely. And remember, 2 times 11 is 22 because we do the multiplication first. And 2 times 4 is 8. Then we add those two and you get 30 centimeters. Squared or no? Good. For the second one, this triangle, all you're asked to do is find the area. You don't have to find the perimeter. Could find the perimeter, but you got to do some other math first. How would I do this?
Base times height divided by 2, so 8 times 5, which is 40, divided by 2 is 40, so it's centimeters. I mean, millimeters. Yeah. Oh, this is-
Area, yes, area is squared. Good. And finally, the area and perimeter of a square with a side length of 6. That means all sides are 6. How would I find the area?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so 6 times 6, which gives me a 5 answer out of shape.
30
And units,
centimeters squared.
good. And perimeter? Couple ways you could do it. You could do 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, right? Or you could do 6 times 4. Either one is correct. Okay? Do it the way that you're comfortable with. And it's centimeters. Means the same thing. Okay? Any questions? You okay? Okay, so nice and easy today. All I want you to do